As Georg called out, FP&A is a critical need in the Office of Finance and for the CFO. And it's now moving towards the execution phase of the Gartner Magic Quadrant for financials. The trend also continues where the leading FP&A players are also expanding their financial close capabilities, as this is becoming an important piece as well. In addition, according to Gartner, with COVID disrupting organizations negatively, they're having a need to replan and reforecast even more frequently to react to this new economic environment. To address this, we are working with Solver as a strategic partnership, and the solution solves the business challenges that we see with many of our organizations, include doing budgeting and reporting in Excel, the ability to have a workflow and process automation, multiple data sources in different systems, and bringing all of that together in a single location so that you can do your financial reporting, consolidations, full budgeting and forecasting, including sales, workforce, CapEx, project, and financial planning. So today I'm going to show you a demo using a company like CDK, where they sell dealership software and need a subscription-based system. And that includes all the way from their planning to their transactional solution. I'll start my demo as the sales manager. Subscriptions change based on what you're going to project will be new deals or customers that might stop using your service. And in this example with COVID, we are expecting a 5% drop in the annual growth in new deals. So I can simply change my percentage, and all the information based on that will also update. Not only that, we anticipate the size of the average subscription amount is also going to reduce, partially from what they add on and partially to doing some promotions that we're adding. So I'm going to change the average subscription deal down to 11,000. So as I make these changes, I can see all the downstream impacts to my business in not only just my sales forecast, but all the way from my workforce to my P&L to my cash. So now as the full sales budget is complete, I want to see the other impact, and let's go to a workforce example. Now I'm going to play the role of the financial controller or the CFO. And as those budget numbers are coming in real time, or even when they're finalized, I can start to view the impact on my workforce. So here I have an assumptions model that takes the increase or decrease in revenue, and you can see I'm down to that 10%, so those changes flow down to this model, and yet I still have an increase in costs and a salary plan that increase that we're planning. And as I can do that, I can see the impact on each of the different roles or titles of my organization. And this will move all the way as I make those changes, including to a very specific headcount change by role and down to the specific details of the revenue in the P&L, all the way down to payroll taxes. So these models are heavily linked together. So as a CFO, I can get as much granularity as I need to do my planning, so I can really view and make full decisions across the entire organization. So now that I've seen these changes come in a real time, it really comes down to cash flow. And so I'm going to move to a cash flow simulation that is also linked to this model. And this model is the decrease in the revenue and increase in costs that we've modeled in our plan. But I need to have tighter control on my cash flow now more than ever with COVID. I have a target, and with a fast changing global economy, I need to be able to see and simulate what changes I can make to really get that cash flow together. So here is an example where, what if we took an initiative and reduced our cost of sales, let's say 20%. What does that impact on my receivables all the way to my cash balance? And as you change these simulations, you see the numbers change and you see how they're all linked together as well. So I can simulate this and make different decisions. Now, another aspect of this would be, of course, then what if I wanted to increase my receivables? Maybe your days receivables outstanding are a bit high. So how can I do to increase that bottom line by maybe increasing the frequency of my receivables. And we could do this, of course, using finance insights and customer payment predictions. So maybe I want to increase my receivables, of course, using a great new technology that we've added in finance as well. So now what you're seeing here is we have a scenario that we can plan and simulate what our business is going to be doing during the changing economic conditions, different sales strategies that we want to incorporate, all the way down to the impact on cash. And so this brings a really compelling end-to-end solution from planning all the way to execution in the Office of Finance.